It is BBC Radio Berkshire, 2 minutes past 3. John Horton, Reading FC Ladies General Manager stroke goalkeeping coach, in the studio alongside me for another 5 or 10 minutes or so. They are travelling this afternoon to Notts County. Meadow Lane tomorrow, 2 o'clock kickoff, quarter-final action of the Continental Cup. There must be a winner. If it's level after 90 minutes, it's extra time. 30 minutes later, if it's still level, it's a penalty shootout. Here's one for you. Have you practised the penos?
No.
No? Oh, is that a good thing or a bad thing?
I think it's a good thing. I think too much gets read into it. You know, you got to make decisions on the day. For me, with my goalkeepers, we talk a lot about decision making, and we look at video analysis after the games. We have GoPro behind the goal, and you know, we look and say, you know, why did you make that decision? Could you make a different decision? So I think players have got to go out there. Decent players can go out, make a decision on the day, and do their best. It
is a difficult one, isn't it? Because you just can't relive or what's the word I'm looking for, John? Help me out. You know, the pressure, that moment.
You can't recreate it.
Recreate it. That's the word. Thank you very much. You can't recreate it. But the one thing I would say is, like golfers, it's just trusting your swing with a golfer, you know. So when that moment comes and there's 2,000 people around you, you're playing in the Ryder Cup teeing off against Tiger Woods or whatever, you trust your swing. And I think it's the same for penalty takers. You know, you practice, knowing that when that big moment comes, you're going to trust what you've been practicing for the last 6 months or so.
Yeah. And I mean, we've had numerous penalty shouts in the last few games, to be honest, Ady, and not had one. So so I'm not quite sure who it'll be. If we get that far, I'm hoping we'll beat them in 90 minutes. To be quite honest, that's how I'm going into the game, thinking we'll do the job and cause an upset, because we are very much the underdogs.
You showed me a tweet a second ago. Now I don't know whether you can read that out live on air or not. Can you?
Oh, I can do.
Okay, yeah, go on. Yeah. I didn't read it. I didn't know whether it was a confidential one or what.
No, it's just gone out. We were talking about social media and how quick things get around, and it was just a tweet saying, "Great to hear. Confirm that Reading FC will go full time when, I mean, if we are promoted. 7 points to go." So it's one of our regular fans who keeps an eye on the stats. He knows how many points we've got to win to get that promotion. But as I say, that if word is still there, and until we know we've crossed the line, it's very much an if, and we work that old cliche, game by game.
There's a big game tomorrow, and I'm not just talking about Notts County against Reading FC Ladies. Let me just run through the table, John. Doncaster Bells, they're top. They played 15 and got 36 points. Yourselves played one game less, 3 points behind them. The goal difference is +3 in your favour. So if you win the game in hand, you would go top of the table. Top 2 are promoted. Then there's a 6-point gap to Yeovil. And then there's, a 9-point gap to Everton. And those two play tomorrow?
Those two play tomorrow, yes.
So how would you like to see that one go?
Personally, I'd like to see it as a draw.
Or maybe an Everton win?
Yep, definitely not a Yeovil win.
No.
My preference is for the draw, just because I don't want any teams getting that momentum going, you know. The result the other night between Doncaster and Everton was fantastic for us. Donny were 3-1 up with 2-3 minutes to go, ended up 3-3, so we were out training at the time. I still have a picture of Emma Follis running out of the gym straight out onto the pitch and interrupting Kelly's chat she was having as the group came in, screaming, "It's 3-3, it's 3-3," and it was fantastic. So it gives us a game in hand now to get back top, and the girls would love to win that title. I know that, you know, the girls in the dressing room, that's what they talk about, is winning that title. Obviously promotion is key as well. So
4 games remain, is that right?
That is for us, yeah. We've got Watford is our next one, then Millwall, then Everton, albeit the Everton one could change if we get through to the semi-final, the Conti Cup. That will get knocked back, and then Aston Villa to finish.
I'm looking at the league table now. Watford are 10th out of 10th. Don't smile when I say this. Millwall are 3rd from bottom.
Yep.
And Aston Villa below mid-table. They're 6 out of 10.
Yep.
So you win nothing on paper, but it looks good.
It does look good. It does look good. We played Watford in the Conti Cup a couple of weeks ago.
I went to the Watford League game. I think I went to the Watford League game at Farnborough.
Yes, yeah, you did come down.
Yeah, yeah. And I can't remember the score. I think it was about 4 in the end.
Yes, yeah. I mean, we played them up at Berkhamsted in the Conti Cup a couple of weeks ago. That was a prime example. Awful pitch. and the girls knew what they had to do to qualify for the Conti Cup, for this knockout stage. And it was a strange game. We went 2-0 up after 9 minutes. It looked like it was going to be a rout, and they managed to sneak one, got back into it, and then it got into a bit of a bun fight. If I'm brutally honest, it wasn't the best performance from the girls. They know it, but we did enough to get through. So, on paper, yes, they do look easy. But it will be a case the girls have got to turn up and perform on the day. If they perform on the day, it's not a problem at all.
Good teams win scrappy, John.
Yes, yeah, and we've done that a few times this season, and the girls know that. But we've also put in some fantastic performances this season. Doncaster away was a really good performance. So, we'll get the job done.
John, you're an absolute star. Really appreciate you coming in. You are a busy man. You are travelling. Just tell me this evening then, so when you get to the hotel, what is your plan of action? What will the players do, and what will the staff be doing this evening?
We'll have obviously
miss out the nightclub. Miss out the nightclub.
We'll have a meal, and then no doubt there'll be the gaffer will call a team meeting and tell the girls, all about game tomorrow. And it will be a case we are the underdogs, but we're going to go out there and we want to cause that upset and get to that semi-final, and then it'll be tuck them in off the bed. So bed nice and early. Back room, maybe 1 or 2 glasses of wine just to ease the nerves. Not me. I'll be just on the water or the orange juice. Yours? You can do if you like. You're more than welcome. And then we'll get up no doubt tomorrow morning, have a nice breakfast together, get out, have a little walk, and then head to the ground. Exactly the same as the men's game. Exactly the same as the men's game. And then hopefully go and smash a good result. Just very quickly, last question. Yep. Are you fearful that you might lose Kelly Chambers? No. Because at the end of the day, John, she's got this Reading side on the map. Not just Kelly, of course, the players and backroom staff and the supporters and everything else. But Kelly is managing the side, and we know that managers, if they do well at certain clubs and their profile is big enough, other teams, other sides come calling. Would it be an option? Is there a chance of it happening? Have I just opened up a can of worms? No. Shall I shut up? Hey, no, not at all. For me, never in a month of Sundays. Kelly is Reading through and through. She's played for Reading. I was Reading through and through. Yeah, true. Until Reading wanted to sell me. Yeah. Kelly has created what she has with Reading FC Women, from playing right the way through to where we are, to getting the WSL status, which is a feat in itself. Getting the licence. Her and Nigel Howe and Brian Stabler at the club made great effort to get us into WSL, and Kelly has done a really good job. She worked under Jane Ludlow last year, learned a lot, still learning, because we work with Jane with the Wales setup, but she wants to get us into WSL 1, and she wants to achieve in WSL 1 with Reading FC Women, and I like to see her alongside the likes of Emma Hayes, where they're hailing female managers, and we need another female manager up there in WSL 1, and that's going to be Kelly Chambers, I hope. Good, fingers crossed. John, I've got to say this, prior to the season, myself and Tim, we said this season we're going to get really stuck into the girls' football, to the ladies' football, and I think we've done that, Yeah, and you know what? We've enjoyed every moment of it. We speak to the girls regularly on a Friday evening. Obviously we mention the games, the results, the build-up when we can, but honestly, myself and Tim, we really have got into this season, and dare I say it, for long periods last season when we didn't have much to cheer about at the Medeski Stadium with the men's team, it sort of kept us going in many ways, because we were looking at results and thinking, hang on a minute, these girls got a chance. So I must admit, I sat at the ground. I arrived at the ground yesterday and chatted to the guys who sit in front of me, season in, season out, and they looked at me with that sort of disgruntled look, and they said, what have we got to sing about here? And I said, right now you've got Reading FC Women to sing about, and they'd heard what's going on. After the game, they said, we've got the men to sing about as well. So I said, well, as long as we keep singing together, it's all the better. So, but we really, Reading FC Women, really appreciate the help you, Ady, and Tim have given us to BBC Berkshire here, and given us the coverage. We just need to get more people onto the games, and hopefully next season, WSL 1, come and see the likes of Chelsea, Man City, Arsenal, Liverpool, we'll get more people to the games.
Absolutely, John. Listen, really good luck tomorrow. You know we're
Thanks very
rooting for
much.
you. I will be following it on social media.
Good stuff.
I won't be at the game, but I will be following it. So fingers crossed. Like I say, there must be a winner tomorrow afternoon. Quarter-final Continental Cup, Notts County against Reading FC Ladies. It's a 2:00 kickoff at Meadow Lane. You're a star. Thank you very much.
Great
Last
stuff,
one
thanks.
for you. As you like the 80s, bit of Blondie?
Love it.